Hi everyone, I'm Tania de Zedán, board chair at CAG. Welcome to A Dream, A Plan, A Campus, a 4-episode podcast series that will cover the goals and details for the renewed CAG campus. Today, our first guest is Miss Patty Marshall, General Director of CAG. Hi, Patty.
Hi, Tanya. Thank you for having me.
Great to have you here. And I can't believe it, Patty. We're finally here.
We are finally here.
After so many years of having this conversation about dreaming what this master's facility plan will look like. So we'll go into this amazing conversation and asking some questions. The first one will be like, why a master's facility plan, Patty? Walk us along.
Oh boy, I think it's important for a school to come together and dream about its future. And so the master facility plan is absolutely a dream about all the possibilities we can accomplish with our kids if we had all the right tools and resources for the 21st century. And so the master facility plan is that chance, is that opportunity for us to, like the founders did actually in 1945, they came together and dreamed about the possibilities, the next generation, what a wonderful school could do. And the American School of Guatemala is still that wonderful dream that started in 1945, but now it's time for us to recharge that and refuel for the next generation or two ahead.
You're totally right, because there's no doubt about it that we have a beautiful campus, and the architects who dream about this campus so many years ago did an amazing job. It's an iconic school everywhere in the whole Latin American area. Everybody knows that this is a wonderful school. So maybe in order to imagine the future, maybe you can walk us along a little bit about the history of our campus.
Yeah, so our campus, has an incredible history. I don't know if all of our students even know the history, right? In 1945, from my reading through the history books of the school started by a group of families in their home in Zone 9. The school grew so quickly that they soon found a place in Zone 14.
Yes.
And Zone 14 campus couldn't sustain the school's popularity, its success, or its growth too long before it settled here in the 1960s in Zone 15. And in the past few decades, we've seen the school grow and evolve, and the neighborhood kind of grow and evolve around us. We now have an incredible university. The neighborhoods, the shopping centers around us have this incredible kind of vibrant zone. And the constant has been the school. And what I think is incredible is that the founders designed a school that would be resilient around a growing city, that matched the rolling hills and the volcanoes and kind of blended in the gardens. But incredible, in 1960, when they found this location and started building, we didn't have a laptop program. We didn't have robots, right? We didn't yet have a thriving music or art department. And we didn't have over 35 buses coming and going, or cars and traffic, right? And so now we find ourselves in 2022 as a wonderful opportunity not to grow the school, but to make sure the facilities can catch up and take the founders' dreams, the current design, and make sure it's amplified enough to enhance where the academic program is today. So when you think about the school and how it was constructed from the 1960s, that it's lasted this long. And it will continue. Its foundations, its bones will continue to kind of set the stage for the possible new construction. It still has some catching up to do so that our kids know how to use this space and how to fill that space to guide and prepare them in 21st century thinking, or to get them ready to go to college.
Patty, when you talk about our founders, kind of gives me the chills and inspires me, because they had this vision moving forward. I guess not like computers and robots, but they had the vision, and it's incredible that we keep that spirit. we keep on feeling inspired and imagining how is it going to look like, how we make this relevant model for our students. And talking not just about the beautiful campus and the facilities, I understand, and we have talked so many times, that the infrastructure kinds of responds to the pedagogy. So can you walk us through a little bit more about how it is related, the program, the academic program, to having the right places for our students to learn?
Absolutely. So, when our students and our teachers and our parents talk about teaching and learning, they often talk about subjects: mathematics, reading, writing, art, music, science. But the environment is very much an extension and defines and inspires, energizes teaching and learning. So our facilities are an extension of curriculum. Our schedule is an extension of curriculum. Our gardens are the backdrop of curriculum. And what I find fascinating is how and where the school is currently located and how it was built. Big windows, tall roofs, moving air, access to gardens, visibility, indoor, outdoor. Kids can see through the windows, kids can see in the windows. So it's very much already built around the concept of transparency, fluidity, independence, interdependence, collaboration, movement, and flexibility. And so we have to make sure that as the school grows, as the country grows, as the city grows, and our new facilities begin to grow around our current buildings, that we keep that all of those aspects and characteristics in place, because I think that played a real important part in sparking the importance of critical thinking. All of those qualities sparked the creativity, the energy, the excitement our kids still carry with them today. CAD kids have gravitas. Yes. Why? Because the founders built a school that allowed them movement, allowed them collaboration, allowed them access, allowed them vibrancy from the outdoors, from the environment made sure that kids didn't forget where they are in their learning, and they bring that with them when they travel because it was nurtured here.
Totally. And Patty, let's not forget about 2 years ago through the pandemic, how building those pergolas really saved our school program. Yes. And made it possible for students to come back much earlier than a lot of other students. We were lucky, we were fortunate, but it's because this amazing campus has the flexibility. And you know what? I can't wait to see in a couple of years in big classrooms, our students collaborating, imagine doing beautiful programs that will impact our country, because we have in our veins that we just don't prepare ourselves to go out in the world, but we prepare to have an impact. Also, that like we've all talked a lot of times that we have some champagne problems to celebrate. We're growing. We have like a lot of students waiting to come in. Tell me something. How does this master facility plan relate to school growth? Because some parents might have some doubts regarding that aspect.
It's a great question. First of all, the dream for updated facilities and expansion of our resources is not about growth, right? So it isn't really adding more students, more teachers, more bodies, though that may be a natural reaction over time, very gently. This is really enhancing our campus to align with the growth mindset that our students have had since the turn of the century, from 20 years ago, around music education, around a growing athletic program, around a quickly growing after-school activity clubs and programs that we offer, from robotics to traditional programs like fabric weaving, which I just had the opportunity to see the other day. So this isn't really in response to the student body growth. This is a response to a growth mindset. that's been building slowly over time. And this is a conversation that didn't just happen since the pandemic. This is a conversation that the school community, that the board, that our teachers and administrators have been discussing at least since 2014-15, and finally put it as an earmark into our strategic plan in 2017.
It's amazing, Patty, and we can go on for hours talking about it because we're just so excited about this program. But just to wrap up this first conversation, because we'll go through several more, tell us something. CAG community is totally, those who have been in CAG, those I've been a student, all the alumni and current students, once you are in CAG, you just carry CAG in your skin.
Yes.
Tell us something. How can the community that is so proud and feels so much ownership of this campus and this school, how can we collaborate with the Master's Facility Plan?
Actually, whether it's in reality or metaphorically, we constantly challenge our students, our alumni, our parents, all stakeholders involved here in the CAG community. Help build the school you want to be proud of. Help build the school you be proud to give to your children, a school that you'll be proud when your grandchildren are here. So help us dream. I think the biggest help is dream with us all the possibilities and potential that we can fulfill for generations of CAG students, past and future. Share the story. Go out and get everyone excited.
I
and
love
be a
that.
part of it. Mm-hmm.
Share the story. Okay, thank you. And you know, Patty, before we leave, it's time for our Students Wonder Corner. Because what about that? Our students have some questions that they would like to ask us.
Can we have a free ice cream machine on campus?
Can you imagine that? I just love these kind of questions, and to be honest, I can't wait to listen to all these little ones questions, and of course we're gonna answer all of them because they're interested and they're investing their time.
I love their imagination.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Patty, for walking us through the background of this Master's Facility Plan. CAG community, stay tuned for the next episodes. And our next guest will be Sean O'Donnell from Perkins Eastman, who will share some discoveries that led to the new school design. So, Patty,
excellent.
Thank you very much
Thank you
for this
having me.
conversation.
Thank you, Tania.
Bye.